Hi everybody, I am Lee from Normandy Atelier. Today we are going to paint Midnight City. I thought it's a fun idea to paint something like this, especially I don't have white today in my palette. So yeah, I hope you enjoy your time with me. For my materials today, I am using an A2 canvas paper. I like to use those because they are easier to storage. I am using acrylic paint like always. And my colors are a little bit unorthodox because I don't have titanium white, so I had to come with an idea. I don't know. My colors are Ivory Black, Ultramarine Blue, Light Green, Turquoise, Purple, which is a very deep color. Also, I have Oriental Violet, Transparent Yellow, Metallic Silver, and Orange. I have a few brushes. I have number 18 a flat brush, number 8 flat brush, number 4 bright brush, number 6 round brush. I have 0 and 000 round detail brushes, and I have this round flat brush. I might use it as well. Also, we need a cup of water to clean our brushes and some kind of a paper towel just to dry them, and that is everything we are going to need today. So the first step, I want to do a base coat on my canvas. I am going to mix black with a little bit of Oriental Violet and my ultramarine. I just want a very dark base of a color, but I don't want to go extremely black from the beginning. Some of my colors today, I don't have many tubes. They are the remaining of some of the color that I have, and I thought we could do something like this. So by adding all these colors together, we will get a mixture that is really, really dark and deep, and that could provide me with the base. So it's a little bit of a violet, deep violet color, and I want to do the entire canvas with this mixture. You can do whatever kind of, if you are painting with me, you can do whatever kind of dark base. We could do something even with like brown or raw umber, burnt umber, but my palette is already too much today. And the entire idea of this painting came out because I don't have titanium white like I do normally. I thought I have, but I think I made a mistake. I thought I have, but I didn't. And I didn't have the time to go to buy some. And I ordered them online, but they didn't arrive yet. They will arrive tomorrow. But for the rest of the week, I'm going to be really busy. I might not be able to paint. So I thought, this could be a good challenge. What can I do without white? How can I add light? How can I control all the things, or the lightning, highlight, etc. And I thought we could do some kind of a night scene, maybe some kind of a cityscape. I did that before. Again, it was also without white, but it was a different kind of a scene. It was with a frog, with a character, and I had lots of other colors that I don't have in my palette today, like Naples yellow. That color, for example, that it provided me with lightness without adding white. Today, it's a little bit different, so I thought we could do some kind of a very dark scene and keep the lights coming from the other colors, like the yellow, the orange, even the violet, etc. So yeah, I hope we are going to arrive to something satisfying at the end. And I don't normally do, normally I have been saying the same thing for the 3 or 4 videos in a row. I don't always do a base coat, but if I am, a base coat will provide me with a tone and atmosphere to the painting, because the colors that I'm going to add over that, they will have some of that atmosphere in them, because they are sometimes transparent. They will dry over each other, and that will set the tone. So if we are using something like something warm, for example, that could transform into the other color and set the mood. And sometimes, like if I am painting something and there is one color that is dominating the entire scene, I will start with a base coat of that color, like this kind of purpley tones today, because I thought they could be the base of our buildings and for the sky as well. And I could add blues and turquoise, and is it turquoise or turquoise? It's a very difficult word to say. Something like between green and blue. But yeah. And as you see, it's streaky at this point. That is also fine by me. But yeah, I'm just going to finish this. This is a very big canvas, A2. It's a little bit big, but again, I didn't felt like I want to cut it in half and do A3. I thought it could be a challenge, and also there are lots of the color that I have that I want to. I have them for years, and I thought this is a good way to use them all. And yeah. And it's streaky, it's fine, because we are going to add lots of other layers over them. So if it's streaky for you, if you are painting with me, that is completely fine. And I'm just going from left to right and with the tip of my brush with not a lot of pressure now. Just if there are some like big spots of paint, they can be smoothed out, like here for example. If there are some paint that some places that I didn't touch, it could be painted. I'm just adding more here because I feel like it's not fully painted and it's a little bit drier. We can add a touch of water, of course, but something like this. This is everything for this step. Just make sure to dry the canvas before moving to the next step. To the next step, I want to start the process on my sky. I am going to use ultramarine, I'm going to use my turquoise, and I'm going to use some of the dark purple that I have. Maybe I will go with turquoise and blue at the same time on my brush, and I can do something like this in the middle, maybe more blue and purple at the same time over this very vibrant color, just to get some kind of a deep color. I'm going to see also where is my sky is going to arrive. So this is here the quarter of the canvas. I want to arrive around the third. So this is the quarter, this is the center, the quarter, somewhere in this vicinity here, like this. It will be up at, it will be like, I wanted to go diagonal like here, but maybe here it will arrive somewhere in this vicinity. Again, those colors here in the middle. If I felt it's a little bit dark, I can add that turquoise color over them just to add some atmosphere and some lightness. And by adding that, again, like it will dry even darker under all these, with all these colors. But at the end, I feel it will provide me with some atmosphere. Again, all these colors. I'm adding more purple here. I'm going to add more of that turquoise here. And I'm going with this round motion. The round motion will add to the atmosphere. I am going to make it darker and I will add clouds as well. So maybe I will go with ultramarine only now from this corner here. It's really hard to see with the lighting. Just ultramarine to add that, maybe ultramarine from here, whatever. I'm not even cleaning my brush, so everything will add up together. I'm going to merge it here with the purple tones, so ultramarine and turquoise here. I'm going up. Just let all these colors intermingle together until like I feel they are like talking to each other. Maybe some purple here. Again with the round motion. Maybe more turquoise here. And those here they will be like behind our buildings, and like the far building that we are going to see, which is great. More of this blue. I hope I have enough blue for the entire painting now. I'm not sure if I do, but we will see. Next, I'm sweeping those up here, maybe more blue and purple together. That will like deepen these shadows. A little bit of maybe some this turquoise color. Maybe here just some purple. And I'm just like, if I am having a color, I go inside when I add another new color, and that will make all these colors like merge and talk to each other, and they will provide me with a beautiful dramatic sky, which I want, of course. And by changing the tones, we can add all these effects over each other, which is very, very nice. Something like this. Here it still needs something, so I'm going to add blue. Maybe here. And here as well, maybe some of this color here. Diffuse it, add more purple over it. Keep the soft edges here as well. Now I can do more of this color here, maybe. This could be the sky, this could be the blues, this could be whatever they are, the clouds. More here. This, more purple, maybe here and here. Just adding the purple, just to indicate some kind of clouds, darker clouds. Just going with this motion here. I love this purple. Maybe here. This. Yes. Whatever I'm still having in my brush, I can just diffuse it and create this effect. I'm adding just more of the turquoise color here and there as well, and diffuse the edges of every, like even the clouds, something like that. Even I can go with a little bit of black, maybe here. That will add another like different tone without even like mixing it very well with everything else. Maybe here some black. And here, that will be like darker clouds. Maybe it's a stormy day like I have today. It's May and we are having thunderstorms in Normandy for the past week, which is fun. So if you hear something that would be the thunderstorm from the outside, it's a little bit calmer now, actually, but still raining. That's why I wanted also to paint today. Maybe some here. No more of the purple because I lost it. Maybe it needs just a touch of black or something here, another tone, maybe blue as well. It was too much purpley tone. And I'm just going to add more of this turquoise color here. Rounder motion, and here as well. Maybe more blue up here. I don't want to feel the colors to be like, if I'm even adding those, the colors will be softer and softer, which is nice. I don't want to feel like it's unconnected in some places like this. And yes, I'm just going maybe to continue a little bit here in this down, just diffuse it a little bit with this lighter colors and adding a touches of blues from like my brush. We can even add a touch of water I don't know where is my building going to be, but if there is something behind them, like I want to make sure that everything is covered. I don't want to have like pieces of the sky that is not fully painted or something behind them. So yeah, when you finish, we can move to the next step. So the next step, I'm going to use this bright brush, maybe my other brush, round brush or something, but I will start with this. I want to start with the background, the city that is like behind us, very far away, and to add the atmosphere and the illusion that the city is like, it's vast, it's major, it's not something that we are going to just few buildings that we are going to paint in the front here, but no, there is something away from us. I'm going to use my silver, and silver is very, very weird color, so I'm just going to add some black to it, and maybe some purple, and we will see. Also, I need some blue, I feel. And the blue will take over. It's very strong, the ultramarine, but everything here, like the blue will push everything away from us, which is great. So I arrived to this color. If I didn't like it, I will add more gray to it, which is my silver, which is great. And I can think about the city from behind. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this brush. We will see. We will have like buildings, maybe something more horizontal, something is up here. Maybe there is this tower or something. And I'm just going to make them here. Maybe some of them is like far away. Some of them is like, I don't know, just some mark that we can have just geometrical types of marks, maybe here. And they are not very important. They could connect, they could not. They are not important to have a shape for them because we are not going to see all the details on them. But maybe there is something very long behind, a cathedral or something, who knows. Just adding those marks just to make them fade away from us. We could have some kind of a round shape, maybe. Who knows what it is. It doesn't need to connect 100%. Keep the edges of them very undefined and keep them out of focus. Maybe we have some kind of like a round rectangle here. Maybe we have a tower or something here. Maybe there is some kind of like building here, a building here as well. I'm not sure even we are going to see them all or not, because again we are going to have I'm going to add like some kind of like, I don't know, is it mist? Is it the illusion of the buildings here in the background? I don't know. But it's just, if I'm going to have peekaboo spots or something, it will feel like there is something behind us. This step is only designed, or I'm doing this step only for that purpose, nothing more. And again, it will create the illusion of a depth or something behind us. I could keep this rectangular shapes here and there, and I can just do this. I can do that here. Again, keep them unsystematic. Maybe some of them is really big, like this one here. Maybe there is one that is really far away and it's very long. Maybe here we have some blocks like this. And again, I'm just almost running out of paint when I am rubbing this brush like this, just to make everything like again out of focus, something like this, and here as well. This brush was actually great. I don't know if I'm going to use it all or not, but actually it turned out very, very great. I love this color, the grayish color. But yeah, I feel this is everything for this step. Maybe just a little bit touch here. Like this, yeah. And here as well. Something like that. So the next step, I want to start the first row of my buildings here. And I can add to that a layer behind that to indicate there is something else. And for that, I mixed a little bit of black and gray together. That will make me, that will give me a color that is a little bit like, it's gray, it's far away, but it doesn't have blue. So it will be closer to us here. Also, I'm going to use my only gray for the buildings themselves. So I will start with the just gray. And I can just start by saying, okay, this is a building here, for example. I have a building that is coming here. Maybe here we have some kind of a roof like this. Just a roof here. And I am not going to do the details of them, just adding those kind of shapes to them. So we have the first one here. And if it's not perfect, that is fine. We can always fix it later. Also, I want to have some kind of a stairs down here, but I am still at the beginning, so we will see. Maybe we have a building here. A diagonal like this here. We are just seeing this part here. Little bit like this. Maybe there's a big building here. It is like here. Again, I'm just not planning now. I'm just adding those buildings behind each other, and we can see what am I going to do with them or something like that later. I want to have a big tower here. Maybe arrive here, something in the middle of the canvas that will provide me with a beautiful focal point or something here. Just like this tower here. The tower itself, it will have some kind of triangle maybe out like this. We can have the design for it later. I want to have a very big building here. Again, if you make a mistake, that is fine. I'm going also to just indicate where is my stairs are going to be. It starts somewhere in this vicinity. And we will have some kind of a building here. Something like this. Another building here. Like this, maybe, I don't know. We can play with it till we find some kind of a design that we like. Going just to add a touch of water because the paint is not moving very well. We could have done this with chalk, but it's fine. We will have a stairs here. We will have this building coming here, maybe like this. And here, and I want to add the rest of this building from here. If it's not perfect, we will fix it later. That is fine. Maybe there is some kind of a building here, and it's in front, so it will come here like this. And not all of them have a triangle shape. Some of them does, some of them doesn't. Again, as I said, we can fix any of that later. It's fine. Maybe this is here, like this. I don't know what kind of a city this is, but we are building it, I guess. I want to have a building here that is coming here and here. Like that. It is good. It's coming here. I will figure all these details later. As you see, that we have lots of lines, but that is fine. Have a building here, like this, maybe. Just going to make it long to the end, because why not? And we can have another one that is coming like here, maybe. And I am not even thinking about perspective or anything like that, because I don't want to today. And as I said, here was my stairs. So I already messed that up, but I'm going to leave it now. I'm going to do something for it later. What else? Here it's empty. Maybe we have a building here, a building here. Those are closer to us. Maybe you have a building, some buildings here. Maybe there is like this, a tower or something. And we can have a building here. Near those here, we have one like this. And maybe we have another one like immediately near it, like that. And this is just a rectangle building here. So I'm just going to add, maybe we can add 1 or 2 buildings together. We're just going to add this here. One massive building here. And we could have something else here, maybe like this. And here is just like this. And here we could have even a few others. I'm not sure, maybe like there is something here. We are not seeing everything from it, something like this. That could be the structure of our city. Maybe here we have some kind of a building like this. Yes. And now when I established that, I'm going to have the black with the silver just to indicate something in the background here. Like I already did, but I can add more. Maybe there are tops of the buildings or something. Maybe there are just maybe more black. Maybe even touch of blue to them. Maybe there is something here. Maybe there is something here. Maybe here. And here. Maybe they are just the chimneys of the buildings or something. I don't know. But they are in the background, so I'm going to just to diffuse them a little bit here and there. By that we will have like 3 layers. And yeah, this is everything for this step. This is here very thick. I'm just going to fix it like this. So yeah, this is everything for this step. So the next step, I want to start the idea of our buildings. I'm going to use black, orange. I'm going to use, of course, all the other colors, especially the turquoise, the purple, everything else maybe. But the idea is I want them to feel darker and more in the shadow. Some of them will be in the light. And here will come, like, I will start with, I'm going to use my number 80 brush. I'm going to use some black with a touch of purple and maybe a touch of this turquoise color, just to have a darker shade of whatever this color is. Now it will be like a very dark gray color. and I want to do here with it. And if it's not working, I don't want it to feel away. So I don't want to add gray to it. I made a mistake. For this one, I'm just going to go black. I'm not going to add gray anymore. Maybe the gray will be for just the highlights. It's a good idea. Again, mistakes happen. That is fine. So I'm going to go with just black. Yes. With black for this tower here. And my colors are see-through. That is fine. And I'm going to work on this tower later, just to make it three-dimensional, have some kind of a design to it. But with this black, that is great. Maybe I can add, if I want shadows, I can add the shadows with some kind of purple over the black. That will provide me with something interesting. And from this side as well. Flat brush is great. I can control the lines. Because I don't want to lose them. And as you see, my Ivory Black is I don't have much black today. It's very, very, very see-through. Your black could be stronger, especially if you are using Mars Black. So maybe you need to thin it out, or you just need to be mindful. I'm going to make lots of layers. Maybe you need one layer only. So yeah, I'm just keeping these shapes now. And I can decide what of them need to be darker, what sides of them need to be lighter. And because this is like a very light color, my mind thinks it's a chalk, and I'm telling myself, oh, I can delete it later with some water. No, I can't. This is paint. I want the buildings be like here to feel more away from us, but I don't want to do everything in black. Maybe this one here in black. Black here, why not? I could have done everything in black in the beginning, but it will be dark on dark on dark. That will be really hard to see. I'm going to make all these here, like this one here in black as well, so we can understand and have some kind of the word repetition, and maybe all these part of the city here, this side of the buildings are on the shadow. That is a good way to start for the ceiling, for example. Maybe there is some kind of a light here and it will lighten this up, but not up. We can always create our logic. I'm going to do this here as well. Maybe all the ceilings need to be, all the rooftops need to be darker. And if they are wiggly, they are not straight line, that is fine. We are seeing everything in the dark, and it could be a ghost town. It could be whatever we are imagining to be. And we are going to do other layers, but if that is something like bothering us or something, we can always come back to it. Do I want this line here in black? Why not? Maybe here all black. Again, my black is see-through, so I am still seeing some of the colors from beneath. This is the first coat, is doing lots of work, which is great to me. This here I need to remember that I want to add stairs. So I can start by adding the stairs. I want the stairs to be a little bit smaller from this side and bigger from this side. I'm just going to do the stairs now, like this, with black, like this. Maybe it's going a little bit from here to here to here to here. Maybe it's arriving to this house and it's coming here smaller. Maybe it's going like this now to the left. Yes, to the left here. And then it's continuing here to the right, like this. I like this a lot. Right. And maybe it's just vanishing here with the darkness, something like this. And now I can continue with the building here. I'm going to have some, like a building that is coming up here. And it will go here like this. This is going to be dark now. Like this. Maybe here. It's not going to be a triangle building. It will be like this, maybe. I don't know. Not sure what do I want to do. Maybe it's a triangle like this. Like this, yeah, why not? I feel like I want another triangle because, oh, why? Like this, that is nice. It's just the roof, and we will have this here. This. What else? The roof here is black as well. And again, even if the roofs, everything is going to black together, that is fine. We will add some highlights with other colors later, just to indicate that there is something else happening between those buildings. But yes, the black will add that atmosphere for me. Just going here as well. This side of the roof. This one here. This is a little bit of a tedious move or step, but it's necessary. So, yeah, this. It's a little bit harder to do. Maybe this one here is black. I don't know why I decided to make all these roofs, but again, I can add other colors on top of them, but I feel like it's a great idea now to add dimension. I don't know. I didn't have exactly a clear idea of what I want to paint. I thought, oh, it's a challenge. I can paint that on camera. This one here. This one. This. Maybe this entire building here will be black. This. And again, you can have whatever shape of buildings you want. I thought this could be fun. Just going to do this here now. Check. This. I'm just going to draw it. I didn't like this. I'm going to do all this here in black. This one. This. all this here in black as well. It will be like a very interesting shape of a building, but again, it's a fantasy. Fantasy, I don't know if it's a fantasy. We see lots of these like photos and I don't know, on Pinterest, on the internet. I don't know what it's called, the style of painting. It reminds me of old cartoons that I used to watch when I was like 8 or 9. I don't even remember what it's called, but they used to have these buildings, and I see these buildings a lot also in video games. So I don't know what it's supposed to be exactly, but it's something that I am interested in painting. I'm just going to add all these here with black, maybe the darker places away from us here. Maybe as well here. Something like this. Maybe we have just another building like this here because why not? Just add black. Now I can work on the other buildings and I can understand what they are. But before that, I'm just going to clean my brush. I'm going to have some orange, maybe with some black. We can have some buildings that they are really light. Like this one here is the orange. This will be the front of this building from the side. Just keep this color here. And again, if I'm going to see all these colors still, it's fine. Just going to add more black with this color here, black and orange. Here, I want it darker in shade, more muted from this side. I'm going to add a touch of yellow for this here as well, just to make it more bright. Yeah, the yellow helped a lot, actually. Maybe just the orange color, because I want it to feel lighter than this here. Yeah. Like this, sometimes I mix colors and say, I hope I didn't. I don't know why I mixed them, I hope I didn't, but here we are. Now I'm going to that darker color here. Yes. Darker color here is great. And if I just bump into other buildings or something, that is also fine. I'm not concerned about it. I'm going to the same dark color. I'm going to add it here. Now it feels happy place for me. Maybe just those two. Maybe these here with a dark. Why not? Just darker shade. It's almost like a brown color now, but it's fine. And if this metallic color is still showing, we are going to do other layers, but we can add more paint over it. Try to eliminate it, something like this. Going to clean my brush, and I'm going to go with some turquoise color, maybe a touch of blue to make it a little bit darker. We can maybe here it's all in turquoise. See, it's too strong, but if it's too strong later we can add shades to it. I just to understand where is the building going to be and where are my the face or of the building, where the side of these buildings, stuff like that. Again, the first coat of them is what I want to say. So they will feel really messy and really not good at this point, but it is what it is. Maybe we will have this one here with this dark color. Maybe this here. Why not? Again, this is always the question, why not? Again, if it's too dark, we can add, it's too light, we can add purple or ultramarine to it and darken it up, like this. Maybe here, this color. This one here. Yes. I'm going to make it like this. Maybe it needs some kind of an edge. I'm just going to add that with black. This will be darker here with blue and purple. Yes. So now it has an edge here, like this. This is great. It has two edges. We can understand what it is. Be lighter from this side. Again, I don't want to have lines, especially the one that I did before. What they are called, the I was going to say chalk marks. They are not chalk marks. They are silver lines. So like this. Okay, again here. Even if those colors are like hitting each other, that is fine. Like here, they are the same, but I'm going to separate them later with some shadows and separation. That is fine. The violet could be here. Yes. Oh, this color is really pretty. And for the other side, I can just do the dark purple. Yes, this is great. Again, getting rid of these marks. I'm just going to add this here, like this. And I'm going to add this here. Clean my brush. My brush has too much water, but again, that is fine. The paint is moving too well. For here, I'm going to make it with orange. This building. And I'm just sketching these buildings now. It's orange here. Do I wanted to go to the entire thing, or I just wanted to make it smaller? I'm not sure. Dark color I got. Can have it here. Like here and here I need something. First of all, I'm going to clean my brush. Also here I need to figure it out. I figure out what I need to do. Need some black. Like this with the black. I can keep it gray, but I don't want to. I think I will go with the blue here. And this blue here like this. Side very long. Yeah. Darker shade here. Work with it. Something like this. And I can add more turquoise to it. Yes. So much better now. Sorry, this step is really important. So this is why it's taking too much time from me. So I need a roof for this. I need a roof like this with black. You can change the building, it's fine. Like this. Just ultramarine. I didn't like the purple here. This. Just with the black. Now I can clean the brush. And I'm going to make this building longer. Here it will be from this side, this color here. So it will feel a little bit longer than it is in the initial start. From here it will be smaller. We'll have this building here, it will end here, this here behind. This is great. I'm going to make this longer like this. The dark color, yes, more black. Something like this. I'm just going to add for the steps like this. I can have black and I can just darken this here. We just black from this here. Second blackness of darkness, blackness. Here as well, black. Here as well needs something. We can just have another building with purple, I feel. Here. Yes. So here it will have a lighter color like this. Here it will be the darker color here. Darkness here as well. Like this, doesn't matter. Here as well, I didn't finish. Oh, here as well. I thought I finished them, but I didn't. Like this here. Just the orange. Now the orange, the dark orange here. And now just orange for the tip here. Here I'm going with some blue now. Maybe just this is a huge building in behind, like this. It's like here. And I can add turquoise from, I don't know which side, maybe here will be side of the building. This up, and maybe here like this. Go like that. Anything like that doesn't matter here. And here I can go with blue again. So I'm just adding turquoise here. And the ultramarine here. This, yes. Again, this color here with turquoise, and here just for this here side. But feel this building is longer than it is. Yes. So yeah, this is everything for this step. So the next step, I want to continue working on my buildings, all of them, which is a lot. So indicate more shadows some places, do a second coat on them, separate the roofs from the building themselves, although we already separate them, but we can also but we can also make everything better by adding, for example, light and shadows even in the roof themselves. So I'm going to definitely use my yellow. I'm going to use some of all the colors that I used before, but specifically the metallic colors on the roof, because that will add lights. And I can start on this roof, for example, with a black here. Indicate that lights here, maybe. And I can just add black, do a second coat here, like this. From this side, of course, here this building, I'm just going to add like light up here. I'm going to add lightness up here, like this. Maybe we can go light or we can go dark. I'm just adding some light. I feel like lightness is great. Adding black, mixing this up here, like this. Don't want it to feel too invasive, but still. And here as well. Like this, that is nice. I can add a touch of yellow, for example, and I can just enhance that. And I'm using transparent yellow, so it's already very, very soft color. It's great. I just am adding that as a glaze here as well. Maybe it has some kind of a lightness up here. And I can go to the black, and again mixing it up. The brush I mean, and we can add a second coat of black here, and there, because I don't want to go all the way. I feel the yellow is great here. Yeah, I don't want to go very, very light. I feel like I wanted to keep it darker, but here I am. Here as well, maybe there is some light here. I think I want to add the lightness from those edges here, like this. Yeah, there's something catching light here, maybe something catching light here, up here, and here. Like this. Yeah, it doesn't need to be systematic, but I'm trying to make him believable. Maybe a touch of yellow on this one here, like this. Yeah, maybe just a touch of even yellow from here, going like from this side, from left to right, just to add some kind of a motion here. Working on the roofs. Maybe here as well, we have some lightness here. Add another tone to it as well. Maybe here and here. Then we can go to the black. Cityscapes are really hard. Like, sometimes I feel doing something like a landscape in nature is easier. Maybe because I am used to it. I do lots of landscapes. Maybe it's just a matter of that, like what we are used to and what we are comfortable doing. This is maybe the second or the third time I do a landscape, so I hope it's going to work. This, adding the edge. We can add some yellow. I'm imagining it to be some kind of a light source somewhere. Maybe we can add even light bulbs or something. From this side here, darken those. And I did lots and lots and lots of blending, so now everything feels a little bit overwhelming because I don't know where to start. On them, something like this maybe here. And I was saying, oh, those are the darker side, but even the darker side could catch lights. And maybe from the moon, maybe there are some, like, as I said, like some lights of the city. There's some darkness here. This. Sorry if I am blocking the way, but it's really, really hard to see from this side, from that angle. Just going to add another coat here. Get rid of all that chalk marks again. I'm calling them chalk marks. In my head, they are chalk marks. I'm just adding some lightness here and there now. I don't need to do much for those buildings here. I'm just going to add some colors here, like this. Yes. That building didn't have a face to it. Something like this. Yes. Let's do this here. Some lightness, yellow. And I can go again to my black. After cleaning the brush very well. And I can mix it up. Just black now. That is the problem, not the problem like that. The issue with my black, it's so see-through, but it helps with layering, but it needs some patience. So yeah, here I'm just going to add some lightness up here. Yes, this side as well, like this. And go to the black. And after a few hours of talking and filming, I feel like my voice is fading away, which is not good, but here we are. Something like this. I need just a little bit of separation here. I can understand what's happening. Oh, this needs here to be blue. I'm just going to add the blue immediately. I think there's something wrong. Yeah, now it's better. Okay, I'm going to add the black just to add this edge here. Fix it a little bit, adding some yellow here. And to the yellow and the gray to add some light, adding a second coat of darkness. Fixing this edge here. Here it's a little bit wobbly. Yeah. Some lightness, just a touch of lightness here. I understand it's a different building. Yes, maybe even lightness here. Did we finish this? I feel like I did. Yeah, but it just needs some darkness from this side. Yeah, this one here with the gray this time. The gray is so strong comparing to all the other colors that I have. Black. That colors. This one here. Again, fixing the line because again it's not fully painted at this point. I see it. Can add some lightness up and fade it away down like this. Yes. And adding even the darkness here, the edge of the roof from the other side as a small line. Here that could really help. Fixing the line, I don't want it to feel. I want it to feel more graphic, I feel. And I can now work here. So I'm going to add those colors and I can have some kind of an edge here where the triangle starts. But I can do some kind of a design. Maybe there is some kind of, again, I can do it like maybe it's a tower of a clock or something. I can have some kind of design like this here. I'm going to clean my brush. I feel like I want it to feel like more in the silhouette and to be a little bit ominous, this one. So I'm just going to do black. Again, another coat of black. It's ominous and big. But again, it's fine. I'm going to add windows to it later. But I feel like this tower, if it was like this, it would be really nice. Yes, it's just some lines before. Can have this here fixed. Should have done this before the second coat of black, but that's what it is. Just going to add kind of a deep. I feel like I just wanted to make it like this. No. Now I feel like I can work on the other face of the buildings. I can add shadows to them and stuff. For example, here it will have maybe some kind of a shadow with some darkness here. Yeah, I'm just adding some black and purple together just to add some shadow here. And I can again mix it with, I can mix the dark brown color that I made. And I can do a second coat over like this. Fix those lines that they are not very good for me. I just can fix them, make them smooth, make them straight, and just add this atmosphere here. From this side, I'm just adding now orange from the tube. Do a second coat, fix these lines, get rid of because it was see-through, so some of the lines were a little too much for me, like we're still seeing what I did before, so I just can have that orange and mixing it up like this. I was going to say, oh, I'm going to add white to it to make the highlight, but I remembered, oh, I don't have white today. Oops. Yeah, make these lines here, fine. Because I just imagined how the white is going to look, but I don't have white. I don't want to feel it's too streaky like it is now. This color is really streaky, but can again add layers to it, it's fine. And I am painting over a very dark base, so it will feel like that, will give that effect. But again, I can have a touch of black, and I can have touches like this, just tapping it. It will add texture to the building, shadows from here and there, and I want that. I'm just going to enhance it here, especially in these like corners here, like this, so the building will feel a little bit alive and it will have dimension. So I'm going to add touch of yellow, and I can add some yellow, like some lightness, in the middle, because we are going to add some kind of a window later. But again, as you see, this building, this yellow is really transparent, so it's layering very well, and I'm just going to do that here. That is great. I'm going to repeat the same things on all the three other building that I have. So I'm going to do the orange color. Start with this, with some yellow beginning, and I'm just doing a second layer now. Do this line here. The building got a little bit bigger, but that is fine. The lines are not very strict anyway. We can always make them bigger, we can make them smaller. This is why I told you, like the beginning, when I started, it was just the initial step. I didn't make anything strict, because I'm just going to build, trying to build something fun. I didn't plan it in advance. I just had some, not exactly reference photos, but some kind of rough idea of what I want to do. Now I can add touch of black, and I can just have some texture here and there. And again, we are going to second quote on this side. We are going to add windows and doors and all that kind of fun things later. But yeah, like this, darker colors, some yellow. I can just mix it like this. And here as well. It looks really nice. I don't like this line here, so I'm just going to mix it like this. Yeah, it feels off because it doesn't have a roof on the other side. Yeah, it just needed that other extra step for the roof. And the line is too thick, I can just fix it. Just add some darkness like this. Yeah. Now this building here, we are going to do the same thing, just orange now. This front side of it first. I think it's working well. Our challenge, or no white challenge that came out of nowhere. Yeah, I hope next time, like my delivery for the color that I ordered, they will arrive tomorrow, I think. So yeah, next week we will have white. It will not be a dreadful challenge like today. It's not exactly dreadful, I'm just being dramatic, but still. Like this, yeah. Now I can go with yellow. I can add some yellow here. Yeah, yellow like create some kind of effects with the lightness here, like this. Yeah. Adding a little bit. Now I can go with black, and I can touch some black like here. It's too much again. I can just diffuse it like this. Great. Now I can go to the darker tone And I can do a second coat. And normally I don't paint at night, but here I am. Normally I will paint during the day, in the afternoon. Many things that just came up the last minute. And my resolution for this year, like I wanted to paint every single week at least once. And I don't want to skip this week, so yeah. Adding more of this color here. It looks a little bit funny, the shape of it, so I don't know, do I want to fix it or keep it like this? Because, like, actually I do like it. I can just diffuse it a little bit like this. Why not? Just having an edge from the inside, I can just enhance that edge with a little bit of yellow here. Even all these edges, they can have a touch of yellow. Or if we can go with, what is it called? The silver. Here and here. Yeah, like this a little bit. Next is just the last building here. I'm just adding the darker tones with the black, of course, and what is still remaining of the orange on my brush, like this. Nice. Now I can just go with orange. Yellow. Let's make the center a little bit illuminating like this. I can go with black and I can have some darkness like this. And again black because I want just to add a little bit of an edge from this side like this, yeah. Something like this, maybe even here needs some shadows, yeah. Yeah, I have a little bit of a blue, but it's fine. And here, yes. Need something here, maybe a little bit of lightness. I can just add a touch of yellow. This one is illuminating too much, that is fine. Now I can go purple. Again, same process. Light purple here. The problem, I don't know if I added yellow, does it work? It works, yeah. I don't know what color I'm going to get if I mixed yellow and purple. You get some kind of a mauve color, I guess, which is not bad. That's not. It's fun actually. It's a beautiful color. I can add some yellow in the middle, maybe like this, yeah. I can get a touch of black or even the darker tones, and I can have some. I can tap it here, again adding some texture, something different. I can go to the dark shade of purple and I can do the same. Do the second coat, get rid of all the other marks that we had, we didn't paint very well or something. Like this, yeah. And again, we can have here and here. like this. Again, I have the dark color, the dark purple. I can just add it here, do the second layer, fix the lines if they are not. I'm still seeing this very weird, not weird, this thing that I did, which is the silver lining. I'm just getting rid of that. I just want this dark here. Again, add some black, add some touches of black here and there on it, even here and here. Now here we can go with second coat of this vibrant color here. Yeah. By adding all these layers, we can now, like, everything became more separated from each other. Everything looks more like, now we can see more like, oh, this is the roof, this is the building behind it. Like this, some yellow, just to add some light. It's too much. Again, we can always back it up. Add the lightness here, down there. Great. Okay, some darkness with the touches of black. There's this one, oh, here, this one. I'm going with the lighter tone at the beginning. The lighter tone here are a little bit, not too much, but fine. This. And I can go to the dark tones and add that here. You can go with some black and just touches of black here. And even here, just add some texture. Yes. Small touch of yellow, like this, just to add in the middle. Here I feel like it needs some black and silver. Just adding some black to fix those lines here, and add some yellow from the inside of them. Yes, yeah. Now I need just to work on the blue ones. The problem with here, if I added yellow over them, it will feel green. I'm not sure if I want that. So first of all, I'm just going with just dark with the ultramarine. Adding ultramarine here. I feel like the ultramarine is better than the mixture that I did before, so I'm just adding ultramarine over it. It's a little bit see-through, so we'll have some tones. And if it's just ultramarine, that is fine. It's not the end of the war. It's actually better with some maybe texture here and there of the black. So I'm just going to go with everything with that ultramarine, like here. Add a second coat to it. Here we are not seeing it. Here as well. I think a touch of black just here. I took some shadows up over it, something like this. Ultramarine here. Touch of black. And I'm just using the tip of my brush so that can help with the edges. Like this. Yes. It looks really nice. Here. I'm just going to use the ultramarine. This. And here as well. I can keep it streaky if I want, but you know, suddenly I feel like I want it bluer than before. So here we are, fixing these lines here, adding a touch of black, adding that here. Yes, I like this building a lot now. It has few streaks of everything. I don't know. I like the idea. Just now, ultramarine. Like this. Diffuse this a little bit, like this. Yeah. We need to do those here. So this will be ultramarine, like here. This is ultramarine as well. We don't really see the face of it. Here, all this is ultramarine. And it doesn't need to be exact. I'm just adding the ultramarine like this between the buildings now. Here, down. Here, of course. Did I do this? Don't think I did. Now for the face of the buildings, I can clean my brush. I can go to the original color here, and I can just start with the operation. Here it needs the roof, other side. I can get some black and add it here and here. Take some shadows here like this. Adding a second coat. Again, the building got a little bit bigger, that is fine. Just going to add a touch of metallic gray here in the middle, just to add lightness. Yes. Not sure if I want to go with yellow. I don't know with the yellow how. Yeah, yellow it's fine. Actually, I don't know why I was afraid. I don't know how it's going to react or what color I'm going to get. Here we are. Yes. Second coat. This on the edge. The edge as well here. Yes, yes. Oh my god, this yellow over this turquoise is really, really pretty. Now I'm just going with ultramarine actually. I'm not going with the black. I'm just adding some distortion like this. And if it's too much, I can again counter it with all the other colors. Here as well. And second coat from this side here. It's really pretty. Here I can add some turquoise with the lightness from the yellow. And I just add this. Add a second coat. This building here doesn't need much actually, just maybe some yellow. Here it needs a lot of work because it's too streaky. So I'm just adding this. Second coat. Fix all these lines. I want them to feel more connected. Like for here, for example, it's too invasive. It was. So I'm just adding this. Yeah. It's much better. Like this. Adding some yellow over Now maybe black, whatever dark colors that I have. I can have some darkness and atmosphere. Sorry if my voice is just fading away, just have been talking to the camera for a long time, so it just fade away. Maybe here some lightness. Did I do this painting? I'm not sure. I just added illumination here anyway. Here we go. And it's still this one here and this one here. So again, this color. This color feels, what is the word? It feels nostalgic and futuristic at the same time, which is fun. Or maybe it's just adding the yellow over it, making me feel like this. I don't know. It reminds me of a video game that I played. It's called Eastward, I think it's called. Here we go. Adding some yellow now. Leaving these colors. There's something wrong about these lines here. Yeah, like this, it's better. And from the other side as well, like this. You can have some yellow. Make it these lines here. The inside, I mean. Now I can go all these darker colors and adding some. It's too much. I can just add these here. It's starting to feel very green, so I'm just adding this. Something like this. I'm just adding some black to fix the roof, and I messed it up more. Like this, maybe a touch of yellow from the inside, like this. I like the contour of here with yellow. It adds something. I don't know how to describe it. I just want to add it to every building in a way or another, like this. Yeah, it adds to. Did we do this? Yes. Just going to add more lightness like this. It adds something that I cannot explain. It's just like illuminating from the inside. It will have an edge technically. Yes. Now here, just need a second coat of this color. I still have some yellow maybe on my brush, so this is why it's giving a little bit of green color. And yeah. The second coat. Oops. Just fixing the lines of the roof here. It was too blue, maybe from the beginning, but yeah, it's fine now. Just adding these turquoise color, that's adding illumination. I really like them. They really add to the equation. They really, I don't know, they feel very, very interesting. Maybe because I don't use that color at all normally. Just fixing this here. Black. Fixing this here as well. Adding some darkness from the inside. Like this. Yeah, it's fine. Can work with this. Some darkness. Or other tones, dirtiness, whatever it is, something like this. Yeah, like this, that work. If it's too much, again, we can counter it. It's fine. Something like this. And yeah, this is everything for this step. So the next step, I want to add some windows, some doors, indicate all that kind of things. I'm just going to mix some kind of a orangey color with orange and yellow. I want it to feel very light. Let's see. So we can have windows, we can have whatever we want. Maybe we have one window here. This color is maybe this. I want to paint with this brush, but it's too streaky. It is my other brush. Yeah. So I'm just adding a window here. I will try the round brush as well. Yeah, maybe the round brush is good. The colors are streaky because they don't have white in them, which is a problem. Yeah, I think I will stick to the bright brush after all. So yeah, now I can just decide where are my windows are going to be. I want to have a big window here. Maybe it's going to be really, really big like this because the building is closer to us. So yeah. Again, this is the problem of painting over dark colors without white. It's really streaky, but it's fine. We can do few layers later. But this is the first layer here. I want to have a window here. We will have here. We have 2, 3. Why? It has 6. Why not? Maybe we have big one here. Like this. And maybe we have a small one here. Just keeping them unsystematic. Maybe there is one here and one here. Like this. Those are only the one that are like in the light, or they are light from the inside. From them, maybe there is a small one here. And maybe there is one here, one here. On this side, maybe there is one here and one here, like this, and everything else is just shut off or something. Maybe there is one here, and maybe there is one here and one here smaller, like cylinder like this. Why not? Maybe we have a big one here like this, and nothing else on this building. On this one, the far away, maybe it has something like this here. Maybe there is one here, maybe one here, like this. Who knows? They don't need to be over each other. Here, maybe we have a rounder one here, like this. It could be fun. Maybe one here, maybe like this. Yeah, why not? Let's make it rectangular. Maybe we have one here. Maybe here we have one. We have one here. One here. like this. A big one here, like this, yes. Maybe a small one here, like this. And another one here, like this, why not? Maybe big one here, big one here, like this. Just all these marks here. That will again give the information that all the light that we are seeing, it's coming from the electricity, from the building themselves, and something like that. Maybe here we have a big one here. Maybe we have a big one here like this. Another one like this here. Again, all these windows could have different shape. They don't need to be systematic unless you want them to be systematic. So you can choose whatever design you want to do with them. And again, every one of them needs some kind of second coat, because they are drying really dark. I'm going to have a small one here, like this. And then here I'm going to have a big one, like this here. And from the other side, I'm just going to have the hint of one here. Again, it will be off the canvas. That could be really nice, and maybe we can have a small one here. Why not? This one here, maybe it will have one, and maybe this one here, and maybe there is something here like this, like that. And here maybe we have 1, 2, and 3, 4. Make it systematic at this one, and here and here. Maybe we can have a round one here, like this. Nice. And we can have, maybe this is one here like this. Like this, why not? This here to be this color. Maybe we can have one here, one here. Door like this. This is the door maybe or something, I don't know. Do I want more to it? I don't think so. For those buildings, they don't need anything. Like I could have something faint in the vicinity like this maybe, just to indicate light. I don't need to enhance them or something like this. Maybe here. Here is just a roof. I am imagining it just to be a roof, so I'm not adding anything to it. Here as well, maybe they have one like this. Maybe we have few ones like this here. I feel like I need another window here. This. Now I am just going to do another coat, starting from here, praying that it's going to happen, or hoping that it's going to work better than the first coat. For those I feel like they need more yellow on them just to be, we can see them, because they are orange on orange. It's a little bit hard to see. So yeah, I'm just going Again, second coat on of them. With this bright brush, it's helping me a lot because it's a small brush. It can add lots of, it can give you lots of control. And it became one of my favorite brush actually, especially to do trees, which is funny. Here. Here. Oh, I didn't do here. Two small ones. Again, do a second coat on them. These kind of steps, they are a little bit tedious, but at the same time, I think about them to be a little bit therapeutic, because even now, I want to talk to you, but at the same time, I feel like my mind is go to shutdown mode or creative mode, and it's just repetitive things. I feel like I cannot think about other things. I feel like if I have anxiety, these kind of steps helps a lot, and actually painting helps a lot for me, helps me a lot with anxiety, which is great for me. Not the anxiety, that there is something that can help me with the anxiety, of course. So yeah, more orange here, second coat. The rounder ones. Maybe they need even 3 coats on some of them, because they are really drying really dark and streaky. But yeah, we can do however, how much we want. Let's find how many we need until we are satisfied with the result. I wish I have yellow, primer yellow. I don't even have primer yellow on my palette. Again, it will arrive tomorrow with the white. Here, for example, they are really dark, because everything dark on dark on dark. So yeah. Here. Yeah, more of the orange, and I'm going to add molding and stuff like that outside of them and inside of them with some black in a minute. But yeah. Take a second coat. I even forgot now. Where did I did a second coat, and where I didn't? Did I did here? I think I did here one. No. And I don't want to get rid of to run out of paints, because I feel like I need too much paint just to do the effect that I am looking for. If I ran out of paint, everything will feel out of focus, and I don't want that. Remove this here as well. Here. See, when I'm run out of paint, it's on the brush, it feels like very out of focus, and we don't want that. So keep loading your brush every now and then. Like this. Now I'm just going to dry my canvas and we can move to the next step. The next step, I'm just going to use a detail brush like this, small one, and I'm just going to add some details with black for the windows, like this, maybe we can add a touch of water to our brush so it still feel fluid. And I don't want really thick lines, and even from the outside, we can have this here to add shadows, to add whatever it is here. Like this, that looks great. And in every one of them, we need to repeat this here. It will be the molding, it will be curtains from the inside, it could be whatever it is. And if it has a little bit of blue on it, like I did, it's fine. And we can add how much we want from this. Like this, it could be faint away, it could be beyond, around the light source, it could be inside of it, it could be thick, it could be small. It doesn't need to be systematic. You can just have fun with it. But these kind of small brushes like really necessary in these kind of steps. And again, nothing need to be even in focus like these. Just adding these colors inside and outside and do a contour of them like this, adding some of the shape. Like this. Could be molding from the outside, and it could be something from the inside. And again, these are a little bit far away. We are not going to see all the details, and we can keep it impressionistic so we can finish a little bit as soon as possible because it's too much. I'm going to lie. So yeah, like this. Here as well. Again, those kind of X's or crosses or whatever they are, we can have how many we want. Some of them are thick, some of them is bigger. I'm not gonna stress about it. Whatever my brush is going to do, I'm going to allow it to do. And I'm going to do a glaze with yellow on them in a minute as well, when everything is dried, of course. Yes. Adding these round shapes here as well. the contour with the black will add the shadow, add the form as well, like this. And they don't need to be even windows near each other. They don't need to be the same shape. I'm trying to make them the same shape, but it's not necessary. This one here, I really need to control it. Let's see. This nice. Oh my god, this makes me really happy now. So excited. The question is, do I want doors? Maybe not. Yes. Doors. Do I want doors? I can do doors. Let's see. In a minute, I will think about this. I think I need some water on my brush because it feels really, really, really thick. So I'm just going to add that now. It is working very well, I feel. I hope. Like this, yes. Here, I'm going to add those lines. Because I feel like where those layers here are the most important, everything else away from us, it will not feel as detailed to us as the closer one. Maybe here. Here as well. Hope I don't touch them with my fingers. And I did, of course. It's fine. Continue here. My god, how many windows we have? Still. Too much. But I think that will add to the story, that will add all these details, will pay off. We can stay here and do them in a very, very detailed manner, but I don't want that. When everything became like, oh, I need to fix all these lines, I need to do, I don't know, it became like something like this, very carefree. I'm just adding marks. It's fine and fun for me. And if I sit and said, oh, I want to add these details to be in a specific way, or it's not working for me unless it's everything is straight, everything is, perfect. If anything perfect could exist, but that became a nightmare and that doesn't click with my head. in my head, so I don't do it. And I don't need stress in my life, to be honest. But if you want, you can. You can, it's not stress. If you want to, if that's what makes you happy when you paint, you can, of course. Some lines like this. Here. Even contouring everything now. Those are very, very far away. Just maybe a line. I think I have blue in the brush, that is fine. Actually, the blue is great. It adds shadows without adding black. Yet. Here. And if it's a lines is streaky, that is great. Like it will feel like it's catching light. And it's a highlight without adding highlight because you don't even have white. So everything will work like this. And the light maybe will feel like it's intense a little bit, which is great. Nice. Just adding a hint of lights or lines here and those very far away. I don't need to do much. Here, this is a little bit big, so I can just contour it at the beginning and something like this. It's worked really well on those orange and orange color when I add the black now, because it's just defined them like this. These are the final ones. After that, we are going to work adding some yellow all over them. And I hope that is going to work and not going to mess everything. These lines here are not connected. Here as well. Now I'm just going to go to my round brush and add some the transparent yellow. And maybe it has some water on it. That is great. And I can just do some kind of a glaze like this around it. Like this. On the window, around the window. If it's too much, we can just play with it with our hands like this. Good. Here as well. Just add the illumination. It feels like it's really, really, really bright. Adding this and just diffuse it outside the window like this. Yeah. Adding that and diffuse it outside, which is great. I don't need to do them in every one of them, but I will try to see if I want to or not. And this yellow is really, really, really transparent. So it's not the greatest, but here we are. You can just dab it around as well. from the inside. Yeah, cabinet is very well. It's very good as well. Oh my god, I'm not able to talk anymore. Yeah, just tapping that around is really working. If it's not, I can just diffuse it with my hand. The yellow is great. And I'm just adding more of it in the windows itself, so it feels like there's a light source or something. Yep, like this. Actually here needs more that light, and the orangey ones comparing to everything else. Yes. Just adding those yellow tones inside the window and then diffuse it outside. And some of them is disappearing later because everything is like the same tones now. But yeah, I will keep doing this until the illumination effect is there. Maybe I need to add more and more in yellow and not mixing it up. Yeah, like this. Yeah, I'm just adding these dots and keeping the illumination outside like this. But yeah, it's fine. Now, yeah, yellow inside here, here. Yellow is really nice. Yeah. Oh, I didn't do any black here. I'm going to do it in a minute. These are faint away, adding a touch of yellow over them. Oh, here. Like this. Going to add yellow here as well on the stairs, the steps that I made. Let's add more here. I'm going to add some black and just add some lines here. I think I need a little bit of lightness just to work on this here. It has lightness here from this side, like this. The tower itself. A little bit of yellow. Like this. Black. Yeah, a little bit more yellow from even this side here. Just the black here. like the effect that I did, but it's fine. Just maybe up there. We can have some kind of effect of a clock or something. Maybe it's like this. That was kind of an hour, but like this, that works. Some kind of line like this. Just to add all these lights from, maybe it's like coming like these, like here. I can have some kind of bulbs like this. Just using the tip of my brush to add those small bulbs. Here we are. Actually, I'm going to go to small brush. It's really hard to do these details, even with a small brush. Because it's overloaded, I don't know. Like this. Okay, now I can go to the round brush again, and I can just go with yellow inside of them, like this. To indicate the light. And maybe some orange to indicate some warmth or something. Back to the yellow, indicate more yellow over like this. Yes. And even some yellow for adding some highlight over the what is it called? The electricity line that we made. Here, like that. I really like this. I'm going to make one here. Just black and silver now. Here coming here. Maybe it's the same line, but it's from the other side. I'm not seeing fully. Move some bulbs here and there. I'm going to just yellow, add this yellow inside. And we can do how many we want. I just had this idea and said, yeah, that looks fun. You can go to the silver color. Can add some highlights here and there. Oh, that looks really nice. I just need a highlight here with the silver. You can see it. Yep. I'm going to have some black, and I'm just going to do some kind of light here, and I can just add some kind of illumination to it like this, and inside I can just add some yellow. I can add a touch of black, and I can just like this. I can go to just yellow and do some kind of illumination like this here. just black. I'm trying to just to give it a shape of a lamp in the street, like street light. This maybe. Like this. Now I can add the yellow. Like this. Looks fine. It's a little bit too thick, but I'm just going to add a highlight with it with like this, yeah. If it's too much, I can just counter it like that. Now I can go with some black. And I can just color this up here with black. And just do a little bit of a design like this. And I feel this is everything for this step. That was the last step of our painting. I hope you enjoyed your time with me, and I hope you painted yourself a cityscape in the night without white. And yeah, I hope to see you again in another video. Bye everybody.